Yeah, Falcon Puff. So Bryguy's been coming out to these for maybe like a year or two now, I would say. He's definitely become one of the regulars. You love to see it. And
one of the Xanadudes, you might say.
Xanadudes, of course. And Ouzel's our most recent addition to the regular list. So
we're just playing, okay.
Ouzel had their first stream set last week. And did okay. You know, they were fighting a more experienced player, so they kind of got a little trunched. But Bryguy, though, has been coming out to these for quite a bit, and he definitely has been improving. And it's pretty hard to see, definitive upward mobility as Falcon at the Falco Weekly,
For sure, for sure.
Ooh.
Weirdly, even though we didn't have a Falcon for so long, I feel like MDVA has never actually been bad against Falcon.
I agree.
Like, whenever Falcons would come here, it's not like they would just, like, clean house. We don't have any practice, but we're still just pretty good versus them.
Yeah, no, it's
true. With our character spread, I feel like a lot of Sheiks, a lot of Falcos here.
It's true.
It's rough.
At, like, lower level of Marth is confident enough, kind of miserable, even though that is a relatively even matchup, I would say.
I would say it's even for sure, but I feel like if you can't get the punishes as Falcon, it sucks.
Yeah. No, for sure. Let's see if Ouzel can clean up this edge guard. Up air, not really going to do it versus Falcon there. Extremely heavy character.
Now, see, this is the problem with being a newer Puff versus Falcon, is I think that what gives Puff a really good shot in this matchup is her propensity and ability to rest and edge guard to efficiently take Falcon stocks.
Sure.
And when you're a new Puff, it's a lot harder to be confident in those kind of things, and you're more so just going for, just kills off the side, straight up, or like, doing whatever. You're not as confident as like, oh, if he's off stage, he's dead. And I feel like that's really what sets Puff apart in this matchup, because Falcon, conversely, can just hit you with a straight hit and you'll just fly off the stage like that.
Yeah, it's like the Ganondorf effect, where like he doesn't even though he can, he doesn't really even need to combo per se, because his kill moves are so straightforward.
Yeah,
and Bryguy actually with a crazy little sequence there.
Yeah, Bryguy is doing very, very well. I think that I think it's going to be tough if Ouzel doesn't start doing like up air mix-ups or up tilt mix-ups to go for rest.
Yeah.
I think without that, this match was really, really hard.
I agree. And Bryguy also closing it out. The thing about Ouzel is Ouzel doesn't mind Yoshi's story, which like I sort of get, right?
I kind of get it, but I feel like you
at this level, if you're still working on DI and stuff, Yoshi's could just be kind of a liability,
And it exacerbates the problem that I was talking about, where I think if you're not getting your edge guards and you're not getting your rests, there's no reason to go here, because you're just going to die earlier, and they're just going to still live because they're Falcon to like 150. So
that's true. That's dead.
Yeah.
No DI. Ouzel, why did you go here? Twice.
I hope that Fountain was banned, because if Fountain was banned, I at least kind of get it. You want to go, you really like small stages, whatever.
Yeah, don't want to go to Dreamland.
If Fountain wasn't banned, then there's no excuse.
We should go to Battlefield,
I think Battlefield is better. I think that honestly, like, Dreamland would also just be better just with how the last game went.
Oh yeah. Just purely based on how DI is a valuable skill. Ooh, nice forward smash.
That was a nice forward smash.
Actually cleaning it up a little bit.
One of the few ways you can kill without edge guarding or rest and just kill straight up with Puff.
Ouzel loves forward smash.
Her forward smash is very strong.
They've definitely figured out recently that this is a nugget of gold.
Got a little bit of ledge play.
Ooh, nice crouch cancel by Bryguy. Down tilt not leading into much on this character, though.
Yeah. I think it's better to go for like crouch jab or crouch downward angle forward tilt or grab,
Yeah.
This is my pet peeve. It doesn't actually really matter.
Oh, shit,
that was crazy.
What?
I'll hold on to what I was saying for a second.
Ouzel's been going for that for the whole time. It actually collected. I hope that hubris does not become part of the equation, but that was crazy, actually.
That was crazy.
No, stop.
See, but that's hubris. That's the problem. Is you get it once, but
and then it's like heroin.
Yeah, the high is too much. You can't resist anymore.
Exactly.
But I was gonna say, and it happened again. My pet peeve.
No.
Oh, that's a really tough.
Trying to go for.
But my pet peeve in this matchup is that Falcons don't just Falcon Punch. There's no chance you misinput Falcon Punch. It's literally just B. It's still pretty quick, and it kills faster than anything except for fully charged downward angled forward smash.
Yeah.
Specifically.
That's right.
It's like about
none likes that one.
Yeah, it's about even with normal forward smash. I think it's like Falcon Punch kills 1% earlier, and upward angled forward smash kills like 2 or 3.
True.
like later.
But
So
either
just Falcon Punch.
Yeah, it's true. Either way though, Bryguy closing that out,
Yeah.
not getting rattled too much by the rests there.
Oh yeah.
And ouzel with a respectable showing. I just feel like going for the rests, especially without a setup, is just so overtly risky.
It's
And
very
like
risky.
it did work the one time, which was sick. But like you can't, like especially versus Captain Falcon, you know, who can kill you above like 40 or 50%. You know.
And the thing is with Falcon is you can do that. Just do it with up air because up air leads to rest anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
You don't need to go for the rest raw. You can just
Or
lead
up tilt.
up air.
Jab reset.
Jab
know.
reset. Yeah.
But
Even up throw up air against like you know, lower level Falcons. They're not as good at DIing it.
yeah. Well, either way, I have to go cheese Treeaye. So.
All right. I'll be looking forward to it. Falco or Fox versus Ice Climbers. A classic in Melee, although very, very different in the modern day. Obviously, for the longest time, there was wobbling. Now there's no more. But Ice Climbers still have an amazing punish game off the grab, so it's more or less still going to be a similar game plan for the Fox or Falco, and for the Ices. Ices still wants that grab. Falco, Fox still don't want to get grabbed. Oh! Louise going back to the roots with Puff, inspired by ouzel. Oh, god damn it. Alright, I gotta go. Bye, stream. hello Xanadu gamers, I'm back. Believe it or not, I did play a set in that time. Had to speedrun it so I could go back on comms. Anyway, Treeaye, I saw, got the first game. Looking pretty good for Treeaye this game too. Pretty unfortunate for Louise. I don't really know what happened, but I assume that there's been some grabs. That's usually how it goes. Yeah, Blizzard's hard to challenge. The desync Blizzard. Louise is reading a fastball there, didn't get it. Icy's going too far from Shine to get a follow-up. This is rough. I don't know. This is a really hard comeback to make. Fox is a really good character at destroying ice climbers, but it's still really hard for him to not make a single mistake over the course of 3 stocks. Because one mistake at 50, especially against someone like Treeaye, you could just be dead. So I think that's up smash. She's looking for it on the. Oh, okay, no. That's it. Damn. That's a good try. I'm back. It's like I never left. Yeah, my hair looks a little bit better that way. So I don't know who we're gonna have back on stream. Ooh. Bunco Symphony. Okay, that is Falcon Peach. Famously very good for Falcon if you ask any of the Peaches. But I think at low level, I don't think it's that bad, honestly. Because Falcons aren't as good at just getting every single confirm into knee. And Peach, no offense to any Peaches, but their combos can be a little bit easier than Falcons sometimes.
Yeah. Well, after that completely unacceptable performance, here we are.
Don't worry. There was no commentary, so I'm sure everyone left the stream.
Yeah, that's great. That was your match with Bryguy.
It was very quick.
Nice. I understand.
I was able to get a an opposite tech on a forward smash rush punish, and he was very surprised.
Ah, nice. That is sick. Well, we got Bunco versus Symphony. So these two actually had like a complete heartbreaker of a set a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Bunco, I think it was game 3. So game 1, Bunco had like been up all game, and then Symphony made kind of cheesy comeback, you know, and then Bunco like pulled it together for game 2. And then game 3, Bunco's up like 3 stocks to 1, and then like another cheesy comeback happens, and Bunco just seems so devastated. I mean, obviously Symphony like held it together, you know, but it was like it was like a spike them with down smash at 20 or something.
Yeah,
like,
the stage spike.
Yeah.
Hit him with the do into stage.
Yeah, no, exactly, and then it was just done.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Bunco is very good versus floaties.
Yeah.
A lot of his early training partners were like Moss, the Samus player, and Ears, the Peach player. So
Yep.
we have our fair share of floaties.
I feel like Falcons nowadays, like the new wave of Falcons, are a lot better versus floaties. Back in the day, Falcons used to they used to farm Marth, they used to farm Foxes, weirdly.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that well versus Puff and Peach, comparatively, how they should, I think.
This is very true.
But nowadays, I think there's a lot more knowledge, a lot less whining, and a lot more Falcons being good at the matchup.
Yeah, it's very true.
No contest. Survival.
Little controller reset. Never hurt anybody.
Indeed. Well,
it could. I mean, I guess if you do it wrong, it could hurt you.
Could break a controller in half.
Yeah, I mean, if you snap it while you're doing the reset.
Yeah, if you wiggle someone's controller so much that the shell of their controller gets warped.
This is very interesting gameplay.
Yeah.
A lot of respect being shown in the first 2 seconds.
Or lack thereof.
Oh,
Yes.
no, I think that's a lot of respect.
Affirmations, ladies and gentlemen. Symphony with a very silly suicide.
And we're playing Ultimate. We're playing free stocks.
We got Romeo and Juliet. going
Oh
on?
God.
And now, this is what I was
See
talking
that?
about.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with like.
Yeah, punished for having a heart. Oh God! Oh no! Oh my God! Bunco! This is
Get
still
out of there!
scary.
Get back
Okay.
to center.
Bunco getting spared
No,
by
the
the universe.
terrible DI.
The worst
oh
DI
my
I've
God.
seen all day. Oh
Tried to
no.
ump detect the forward throw.
Oh God, that was so sad. Well,
I feel like, not to backseat immediately, but I feel like Bunco needs to do more nairs. I haven't seen, like, I don't think I've seen any nair. I think
It's
fade
true.
back nair is very, very good.
especially versus Peach, who's so
Yeah.
big.
Oh yeah. That was great though. That was great. Doing
Yeah.
the up tilt into the ledge trap, very ultimate kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Just playing it safe because Peach really doesn't have a very good off-ledge game, especially against someone like Falcon who can punish us so hard.
This is
So
very
no
true.
reason to go out there and risk just getting stage spiked by the parasol. Just keep it simple, go for the read, get a knee, and then you're good.
Ah! There we go, that's dead. Well,
Bunco
Symphony
again with not the best DI. Maybe he thought it was going to go the other way.
Symphony after getting a sympathy stock.
Yeah. Oh, that's no float, no double jump. I don't think Bunco meant to do that. Pretty sure that was like a drop down up air or something. Nice.
There we go. Okay. Yo.
Bunco seems like a little scared to grab. I guess not super confident in the follow up. Nice back here. Not gonna do it. Peach, heavier than she might seem. She's a super floaty character, but one of the heavier top tiers actually. Right around where like Sheik is.
And this should be a magic guard.
Nice.
Nice. 69. The magic percent.
And you know, we were talking about how, you know, obviously Symphony historically has gotten some crazy comebacks, but you know, Falcon, one of the best combo games, if not the best on floaties. Like,
Probably the best, right?
I think it's got to be the best. Yeah, I don't, because I feel like Fox is really good versus Puff, but I don't think Fox is as good at comboing Peach as Falcon is.
I mean, you could like wave shine, but that's like very particular. It's
Yeah.
only in like
And
one
it's
part of the stage.
super risky.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
That's
really
a-
unfortunate down air.
That's a kill.
That's it. That's the game.
Holy
yeah.
shit, dude!
That
Oh my
was-
God, Bunco popping off,
And
pumping
I
his fist.
Cannot blame him. He kept it together really, really nicely. He was at like 90 when Symphony was at like 10.
Yeah, that was crazy. Bunco playing stellar, giving Symphony a taste of his own medicine, actually.
And giving Symphony, like we said, the sympathy stock, and still getting the dub.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, because like if you kill yourself right, and then the opponent homie stocks, it almost makes you better than when the game started, right? Because instead of going from like, oh no, like I hope I do well, you have relief because you're like, oh my God, I'm not starting down a stock, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And so Bunco kind of powering through that. Symphony obviously playing well though. Like,
And you know, giving a homie stock is, you know, it can be a nice feeling. You're like, I'm a nice person, but it's never as good of a feeling as getting a homie stock. Unless you're Doug. Shout out to Doug.
Doug hates homie
Doug
stocks.
hates homie stocks.
So does Paper Tiger, Kyle,
Yeah.
and Autumn. Autumn also does not like
I
homie
can see
stocks.
that. I can see
Yeah.
that.
And my friend Adam, aka Russell Steele, not a fan of homie
Yes.
stocks.
Yeah.
But
There are a few people, but I think people who like homie stocks are always going to get a better feeling than the person giving the homie
yeah,
stock.
getting one feels like someone like brought you like a handwritten letter for Valentine's Day or something.
Yeah. You tripped and fell, and instead of just like people just walking by you, someone like goes over and grabs your books and like picks them up for you.
And they like kiss your boo boo and they give you like,
Yeah,
like a cool
yeah.
like Reptar bandage or something.
Give you $100.
Yeah, exactly. And then they marry your dad.
See, that's what happens. That burying the dad is when Bunco got the win anyway.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. You're like, my dad's a cool guy. He just needs to find someone that's right for him.
Oh my God.
There we go. Dad's happy.
Yeah. And Bunco trying to not let what happened last time happen again. Definitely keeping it nice and composed. Not trying to choke away anything.
Okay. Keeping it going.
Oh,
Crazy
I really
sequence.
love the idea.
Finally the nair coming out.
Interesting forward throw. I don't know from that distance.
That's it.
Maybe up throw would have led to top flat tech chase, but and you know, we talked about how Symphony has done this before in this very matchup, so it's definitely not over yet.
Plenty of times, and the last game was a game of comebacks too, so obviously
Yes.
Symphony's got the dog in him, but
Ooh,
Louis,
you can't be trying to grab there.
Yeah, Bunco getting a really meaty 43 out of that.
Yeah. That, I think, makes up air knockdown on non-true CC. So I think that that's very good. Very, very good for Falcon.
Oh, yeah. Any extra credit here is just grueling for Peach.
Yeah.
However, the good thing about Peach, though, is even if she gets like 120, if she's feeling right, you know, she can survive, much like this character, too.
And, you know, if Bunco does lose the stock, you know, platforms go down, you get grabbed, all of a sudden, that's a lot of damage. And there's a Stitch face.
Yeah,
okay.
and this might close out, right? And Symphony's only at 64.
64. There's one down smash in the
Dude, yeah.
And Symphony was like, I need that down smash.
Okay. Nice forward tilt to get the crucial percent in the trap on the platform. That was nerve-wracking.
Yes.
Good job to Bunco.
I cannot blame Symphony.
Alrighty. I understand.
Bye-bye, Louise. I was going to say, I cannot blame Symphony at all for going for that down smash because that is a ticket right back into the game. However, you know, when you have a win con like that, it can become very obvious. And I think that Bunco saw like the situation and was like, I don't think that's the last down smash, and went for the knee, and it worked out. So, good stuff to Bunco. Great stuff. Getting the revenge from being robbed from his perspective. All right, well, I gotta go. This is the second time that they had a Falcon on stream, and then I'm playing them right after. Just saying.
Yeah, Symphony and Bryguy, I'm gonna have you guys on two.
Survival. Zelda. Luigi. Ready? Zelda. Zelda. Samus. Ready?
Hello, viewers. I'm back again. Played my set versus Bunco. Pretty fun. Good set. I was able to win it. Nice. But anyway, Ryan versus Sampy. I see that Ryan already got a game, which, you know, is not super duper surprising to me. Just because, I mean, obviously Ryan's a really good player, and also Ryan actually has a lot of Samus practice. At BMW, Pulch, one of the, if not the best Samus in the region. You know, now that Moss is like inactive and all that. Yeah. So, and Ryan, you know, plays against Pulch all the time because they both go to BMW all the time. So, definitely has a good handle on this matchup. Of course, this is Samus' counter pick, so the fact that it's more even this game, also not very surprising. And when you talk about even, literally blow for blow, right back and forth. Oh, that is one of the few boons of Samus's grab. Very, very long. Can reach you in places that you really did not think you were going to get grabbed in. Obviously, to make up for it, very slow compared to most grabs. Amazing needle. Not very often that you can see a Samus get gimped. Sheik, though, one of the best edge guarders in the game. Maybe even the best. I feel like J-Mook has kind of shown that Sheik maybe the edge guarder. But you know, this is a close match. This is a super close match. Sampy obviously has the percent lead, but you know, 1 stock to 1. And as we just saw, Sheik's got some pretty nice bread and butter against Samus, along with you know, some pretty good neutral options. And you know, it swung right back, but you know, one air and then maybe like a down smash or something. Oh, nice power shield. But yeah, this is super dangerous for both of them. I don't think Sampy will die if they get hit, but I think that Ryan could definitely die. One like wave dash back forward smash or down smash or even a missile could just be it. And we're going on to game 3. It's winners quarters, so I don't believe it's best of 5. Because quarters is 1 round before top 8. So this should be the last game. That'll be pretty cool to see. Starting out with a clean 3%. Let's go. Ooh. Down throw, down tilt. And I don't know if it was a misinput. Most of the time I would say it's a misinput, but okay, that was a mistake. I don't know if that was a misinput. I don't know if Sampy tried to air dodge down or something, or if it was just a missed timing, but that sucks. Losing the stock lead against Sheik is brutal, because she has such consistent damage methods, really good neutral. She's got a projectile to contend with your projectiles if you're Samus. You know, Sheik, one of the only characters, her and like Falcon, who can just get like a throw combo off of Samus. Fox famously cannot get up throw up air. Luckily for Sampy, Samus can grapple and live there, because losing 2 stocks to SD is not what you want game 3. Yeah, I think Ryan went for the shield drop against Fair, which is good, but it's tight. It's a tight timing, and I think he did it one hit too early. But, you know, I think that SD at the beginning was a really, really bad momentum swing for Sampy. I feel like this is not really the kind of matchup you think of when you think of, like, big comebacks, especially from the Samus end. You know, Fox and Falco, you can get 1 down smash, but Sheik, I mean, you down smash her and then she can invincibly recover. So, she's got an exploitable recovery, but it's really hard to gimp her because of the invincibility at the start of it. So this is going to be a really hard hill to climb for Sampy, and it's only getting worse every time Ryan gets a hit. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you hit the down smash, but it's not like a space sweep. She just comes back. And I think that recovery difference is kind of one of Sheik's biggest strengths in this matchup. Her consistent damage is obviously amazing. Her neutral is very good. But I think that like the fact that she can edge guard Samus's air dodge into grapple, and the fact that Samus cannot really get those down smash gimps like she can on most other characters is really rough for Samus, especially if you get the deficit. So Samus basically just gonna have to pure neutral, just straight up win a full stock, which is really hard against a player like Ryan. But you know, this is a start. This is a start. Unfortunately, that's crouch cancel forever, basically. That's a weird little phantom hit there. Sammy's doing a great job of just holding on and keeping it pushing, but yeah, like I said earlier, every time Ryan gets a hit, it's just so rough. That was a great trade, but you know, you're at 106 against Sheik on Yoshi's. Sampy can obviously do this, but there's no shortcuts here. You got to just play it out, and Sheik has down throw fair, so Ryan's just gonna be sharking, looking for that. Just going back and forth on the stage, throwing out needles, throwing out spaced aerials, and yeah, eventually one of them's gonna hit. Ooh, best of 5 Douglas versus Seabass. So if I recall correctly, I believe Doug has actually had Seabass's number recently. I think that I remember the last time I was here at Xanadu, Doug beat Seabass twice, and Seabass was not in my path because of that, and I was very grateful. Because not to be biased, but I don't love Luigi. But yeah, from what I remember, these sets are always slobber knockers. I think Douglas usually gets the dub more often, but they always go back and forth. I don't think, like, you know, I think there might have been a few 3-0s, but I don't think most of them are 3-0s. I think most of them are game 4 or 5. MMBA? I don't know that tag. We'll see if Seabass does a response tag. Oh, Rumble. Event match? Lord of the Jungle? Oh, yes. The RNG manipulation? Wait, actually it might be Cyclone manipulation. I don't know how that works specifically. I don't know what that was. What are they doing? What's going on? All right, for real this time? For real this time. Okay, getting into it. So, Luigi, biggest strength, obviously, the amazing... I don't know what that was. Luigi's biggest strength, obviously, the amazing wave dash length. But the problem in this matchup for Seabass is that, you know, normally the wave dash makes it so that your ground movement is far superior to theirs. But Falcon is the fastest character in the game. Fastest run speed, goes crazy far off of jumps. So that is kind of not nullified, but not as important as it is against slower characters. And I think that, you know, the fact that Falcon has really, really true, really solid combos is also really bad for Luigi. Luigi is famous for naring out of a lot of combos, but I don't know if you can do that against Falcon, because normally it's like, oh, I trade, but I'm Luigi, I'm really floaty, I can act out first, but if you're trading with me, it's not that good. Not that good. That should be a kill. Goes the wrong way, doesn't matter. Should still be a kill. Yeah. But yeah, trading with me, not good. Not good at all. Unless Falcon's at like 250 or something, I'm pretty sure Falcon pretty much always gets the better end of that trade. Nice. That was very, I wouldn't say lucky because it wasn't luck, but very good for Seabass to get that turnaround, because if the turnaround didn't happen, that was death for sure. Luigi has no aerial drift at all, basically, so cannot drift back onto the stage. Nice double jump catch. Doug smiling. See Seabass doing stuff in the player cams. You can tell these guys play a lot. You can also tell if you look up like MDVA brackets, they're both huge grinders. So you'll see them all over the place. Great stall, great stall. You love to see it. Not because Luigi died, but just because, you know, it was very well executed. We're back to more or less even. Luigi can be kind of rough at the start here because Stomp is kind of the only thing that can't be CC'd or just like acted out of almost immediately in the air. But if Doug can get like, you know, 1 or 2 hits, you know, an up air here and there, then I think that about gets to knockdown. But, you know, this is Seabass's game right now. Not the best DI. Stomp? Ledge grab? Save the double jump. Save the double jump very intelligently. The double roll. Nice up tilt. Yeah, Seabass is doing a great job of making himself seem punishable, only to throw out another aerial right when Douglas tries to run in. That was kind of a weird drop by Doug there. That was definitely a knee. But yeah, Seabass will just do like an up air and then immediately back air. Like as soon as he knows that Doug's going to come in. 119, shout out to Florida. Luigi's dash attack is a funny... I'll just drop what I was saying before because I think that Luigi's dash attack is worth talking about. Luigi's dash attack is a hilarious move in Melee because it's weird because there's a bug in Smash 64 that makes the dash attack not activate its last hit. But then in Melee, it's not that the bug stayed, they just based the move off of Smash 64 and kept it that way. But to make up for it, they gave it like almost no lag at all. So like it's super weird because it doesn't actually do anything, but it's also really weirdly kind of hard to punish. You can hit it straight up, you can challenge it, but trying to whiff punish it is actually not as easy as it might seem. Just because, I don't know, I guess they figured, you know, if it doesn't even have like a final hit, then, you know, why give it lag? Which is fair. Anyway, enough talking about the last game. Seabass is doing great. I was saying how you know, Doug could have been favored because I think Doug has the head-to-head, but Seabass is doing amazing right now. Full stock up, missed the wave dash there, but it doesn't really matter. Still getting a great combo. Could just be an edge guard. Yeah, that's death. Doug knows when it's dead, just does not recover. An interesting quirk about Doug. You know, Doug's a very respectful of competition. So, Doug, if it feels like it's been outplayed, it just won't recover. Sometimes I'll rest it during friendlies and it'll just jab me. I guess I don't know. It's just the respect. Also goes random in tournament, which I mean is super baller. I can't lie at all. Super duper baller. Oh, amazing call out. That killed super early. Not super surprising because it's Yoshi's, but I don't think Seabass expected that given the DI. Falcon with one of the best get up attacks in the game, if not the best. The head spin, amazing. Covers so far and covers on both sides. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. A little greedy there, yeah. I think another up air would have sufficed. Knee was a little greedy. Nice try with the up air. Fast fell too early, I think. And all of a sudden, this is Doug's game. It's gonna be rough because I think Luigi. I don't know if Luigi can chain grab Falcon. If so, this is gonna be really hard because that'll be 2 games on FD. But Falcon might be too heavy. Might just take too long in the throw. I'm not sure. We'll see what Seabass picks if Doug ends up winning this game, which, you know, Seabass could definitely win. Don't get me wrong. I mean, with the last 2 performances, amazing, right? But Doug is super favorite. Super favorite. Yeah, especially 3 stocks to 1 now. And I mean, even if it's on FD though, I would say that Doug is not out of this set at all. Doug's very comfortable in this matchup. I mean, I think it's apparent with the gameplay. and you look at the player cam, stoic. You know, there's some smiles earlier, but now it's all business. That's kind of how you can tell that someone's like mentally is still in the set. If they like win the game and they're like reacting and like being like, you know, whatever, like, you know, we'll see what happens. They might be a little scared of the counter picks. The Doug's stone cold killer. Look at that. With the double trans pride based. Yes, okay. So this is what I was talking about. I believe Luigi either has a chain grab or an amazing punish game on this stage, but as we are seeing, Falcon's punish game on floaties is nothing to scoff at on this stage at all. When you're in the air and Falcon's windmilling, it's really hard to come down. And I'm saying that as a Puff main, Luigi has no luxury in being able to drift around. It's just aerials and timing and fastballs. So, you know, with someone like Doug, who like I was saying, is very, very confident, very comfortable in this matchup. I mean, we can see insane strings like this, just like only 20%, and Seabass is down a whole stock. Like, it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword for sure. Nice little gentleman. Gentleman weirdly hard to punish. You think it would be easy? Every other character's jab is really easy to grab. Gentleman's weird in that it's not. Just very awkward timing, I feel like. Nice idea from Seabass, just a little bit too far. If he was Marth, he would have made it. Wow, that was kind of Luigi-ing the Luigi, doing an up air out of the combo. Nice recovery by Seabass, recognizing that Doug's just going for the stall and that there won't be a hitbox on stage. And like I said, Doug's not out of this at all. This is a best of 5. Seabass went to the, you know, what he thinks of the strongest counter pick, and Doug is up a full stock. Okay, still up 2 stocks. I was saying that because I thought Seabass was gonna close out the. Okay, yeah. Up a stock. Okay. I thought Seabass was gonna close at the edge guard, but doesn't matter. No extra credit was gotten. Up air, reset, gets grabbed. Trade, really bad there, but Seabass was not in the right position, unfortunately. Nice. Knee? Okay. I think Seabass could have nared out too, but definitely much better to go for the jump, because the nair would have been super risky. Like I was talking about earlier, if you trade there, that's terrible, because Falcon goes straight up and you go straight to the blast zone. Not a good trade. Doug is trying to abuse that, trying to get that trade and then just recover, but beaten out cleanly. Knee a little bit slow to make up for how powerful it is. Not that slow, honestly, but a little bit slow. That's a rough situation, because you know if you go for the hack stats that Seabass will go for air dodge on stage, and if you just stick on, then Seabass will do that. So that was rough. And all of a sudden, I mean, this game is a lot more doable for Seabass. One misfire into knee. Yep, Douglas knows. But, you know, this is super doable. One up throw into, like, down smash or something, or just, like, a gimp right here. You can just, yep, there it is. Even game. 7% is nothing. When Falcon does, like, 20 per, it's nothing to have 7. Oh, that's the windmill. That's the other edge of the sword I was talking about on this stage. It's great for Luigi if you can get the grab, if you can get some vertical combo going, but Seabass has not really gotten those this game. Just mostly been getting really good edge guards and just like clean play overall. I feel like Doug, punish game-wise at least, has gotten a lot more off of the FD, but oh, it doesn't recover. Okay. I think I'm up now. Great showing by Doug. That totally could have been its set. Yeah, I'm on stream. Wish me luck, chat.
Looks like Treeaye and Symphony are already playing on 8. Awesome. I have Sampy and Bunco on 4.
Yo, what's up? It's Pink Guy getting back on the mic here. We got Ryan versus Eve. Ryan, the Sheik player. Eve, Jigglypuff. Right now, it's game 1 here on Fountain of Dreams. Chew the bear. Doesn't get the F smash though, or the up smash. 2 back airs in a row. Gets down smashed. 108% right now for Jigglypuff. Precarious position, but ooh, the jab lock does not work out. Get 2 fairs here. Gets the knockdown. Off the back throw. Gonna get anything off it? No, as both characters back to center stage here. Oh, she gets put back to the ledge, but doesn't hit the up air there. As we get fair, this back air train, but nice recovery there. Especially to hold ledge there, and the twice does not work out as Jigglypuff's going to read that, even going to take the first stock here. 6:55, so a slower game than usual. But gets the up air there. This thing's starting to heat up there. Only 6%. Jigglypuff, no real rest combos on Sheik, so percent is going to have to be more built here. That being said, very able to challenge Sheik's aerials, and what a combo. We have combos like that, who needs rest? Oh, missed the down smash though, unfortunate there. And missed the F smash too. So you get a down smash there. Forward air. Oh, missed the grab. Yeah, that F tilt kind of not going far enough. If you're gonna beat Eve, you're gonna want to throw those out. And succeed, yeah. Unfortunate for Ryan. Eve up stock now. Up air. Oh, back air, gets hit by the back air. Gets hit. Ooh, nice little custom combo there. Read the DI out there, and he's going to tie it up in stock count. Get the fair double. Ooh, gets the down smash in there for good measure. Up air. Alright, gets back air. Oh. Shot there. Not down smash. Even percent. 78 all. Jigglypuff starting to run away with at this second half of the game right now. Bad SD for Ryan. Ooh, could have been precarious there for Jigglypuff if it was any other character, but Sheik not really good at gimping Jigglypuff because all you got is needles. And you can kind of side B that, so yeah, kind of hard for Sheik to take advantage of that. It's not like a Fox where you have Shine, where you can literally gimp Jigglypuff, or a surprise down air from Falcon. If you don't read it, could be a problem. Although you're high enough over level, you don't get by that. Yeah. Rest coming out. The first possible moment that it could have. Coming out at a good time. Now he's up. Ryan definitely going to be thinking about that SD, saying, you know what? A few things gone differently. I could have won that game, so I'm going to run it back. So we're going here to FOD for game 2. Down smash. Leads nowhere, and now Eve gonna get a tiny combo, but Ryan, good retaliation there. Gets the fair. I like the turnaround with needles too, especially in a matchup like this where Jigglypuff is going to want to turn around herself. Just giving her different looks is a good thing for Sheik. Finally gets a hit in there. Ooh. Sent at a bad angle, but not able to take advantage of that fast enough as Ryan gets back to stage and looks poised right now to get the first kill. 134% here. One good fair could do it. Ooh. Got back hit at a fair one hitbox. Yeah, gets the down smash off. But again, Sheik's gonna have to get a kill. Like that. Oh, no. Back air. Not going to kill there. It was center stage, but still surprised for someone who doesn't want to know this matchup. Because most Sheiks have a Fox for some reason at high level. It's weird. So, other than like J-Mook Sheik, but Ryan's not really a J-Mook style Sheik. It's more traditional style. Less needle canceling and tech chasing, and more just trying to read. It's kind of like Multi-King Sheik, honestly, more than anything. But yeah, there's probably another Sheik, but I guess the Sheiks that I've really paid attention to, I'd say Multi-King. Ooh, that was sick though. I don't know if you saw Multi-King. Probably. Oh, we've never seen Multi-King miss grabs like that. That's tough. Or we have to. Anyway, enough about a player who's retired. Let's get to these two players, Ryan and Eve. You know, Ryan almost feels like the name of Adam's long-lost brother. You know what I mean? It's there was Adam, and Ryan is very close to Adam, and yet like one's that are really like old name, and then one's more like a modern name. It's weird. So get the kill here with Eve up a stock now. Gets the down smash. Gets the back air. He's gonna even it up here. I think I've started to realize the tone for this set is monotone, more golf style, because this definitely feels like a golf match the way it slowly unfolds back and forth. But the fact that nonetheless they're making really interesting decisions, both players, as Eve one stock away from taking this. She got an air. Into fair. Oh, let's put a little back throw there from Eve. Eve not gonna hit on any of the backers though. Almost using them as a defensive option, just to say you won't get out of the corner. But slides off past ledge and gets the fair too. Aw, but what a recovery there from Eve. That was Ryan's chance, but Ryan gave himself another chance with that fair. Now it's a tied game, still very vulnerable right now, but could do. Oh, that fair. We will see. Oh, what a down smash. Oh, overshoots. But good shield pressure there. Ah, that's tough. Yeah, that was a bit. I thought it was a bit fishy. That Ryan was like, oh, I can't. You know, you're just sitting in shield, right? And she's like, no, I'm gonna have to smash you off. But yeah, I forgot to read the best of 5. So we're going into game 3 here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 close games for both players, you know, despite the score being 0-2 right now. So yeah, I don't see any reason to pick a different stage for Ryan. Because felt like both times Ryan could have won. And right now, the percent difference has started to favor Ryan. 71 to 108. Wants to get the first kill here. Not going to kill there. 122% for the Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff just back airing at far ranges to where she can't really reach. And then able to counterattack because of her airspeed. It's a couple backers there and is going to take that kill. Jigglypuff up 4 stocks to 3. 4 stocks to 4. Up 3 stocks to 4. I guess you could say up 3 stocks to 4 if it was, no, I don't think in any. You can't say it. I was saying maybe in reverse, but no, it's not true. But anyway, you get the fair. Smart decision there, unlike my dumbass. Ooh. Gets double fair. Oh. Dash attack not working out. 39% for Jigglypuff, 81% for Sheik. Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff. Is much, is too much. Jigglypuff. Right now, just proven. Yeah, you've proven it wasn't a mistake that you won the first 2 games. Eve with a commanding lead right now, and I would not be surprised if this goes 3-0 right now. By the way, Ryan is just, I don't know, I think Eve is just able to like take advantage of Ryan's frustration with not being able to land the kill. And it's definitely a set that you think, like, you know, Ryan could be like, oh, you know, I'm happy with my performance, but I can like still really go into the shed right now. But yeah, Ryan trying to make sure that still has life on the winner's side. He's 34% right now in the Jigglypuff. Gonna get something off this down throw. Gets a fair. Thought about getting needles, but charges it instead. Matt actually is going. Oh, what a tech! What arms attack on that plat. Make it more manageable for Sheik, but 129. Jigglypuff at ledge too. Just happy to grab ledge on each side of the stage, and now Ryan is down to his last stock. Like the movement there. Gets an up air here. Just that time to charge needles. In a back air position. Turns forward. Oh. I like these little crouches here from Ryan to reduce the hitbox so that back air has to be spaced well. Has to be more committal. Good up smash there from Ryan. 29% too. Just needs to not get rested. Oh, and gets a punish there, 16%. Nice crouch there from Eve. But Ryan, even in a back up, and all of a sudden he has life. But we'll see how much more life. Oh, yeah, that was that could have been tricky there if Eve took more advantage. I think Eve also is employing the trigger too. You know, it's not just that they're campier characters. Like these players are just playing to not get hit, even though they're getting hit a lot by each other. Oh, but now the overextension's coming out here. Yeah, in this super tough position. Yeah, Ryan knows it's over. No. Oh my goodness. Is Ryan even able to mentally process this? He's gonna want to. Oh, stayed. Gets the down air. Oh, Ryan. Not able to close out any of those last stuck situations, and Eve going to take the set 3-0. Yeah, painful 3-0 there for Ryan. Did play hard and did, for the most part, like percent-wise, stock count-wise, they were going even. But it's just that Ryan just wasn't able to find the kill as well as Eve, which is ultimately the downfall of playing Sheik versus Jigglypuff for Sheik players. It's just Jigglypuff, the kill options there. It's like you have rest at any time. You have back air, and Sheik's moves are, and Sheik's recovery is kind of which, you know, even more than Falcon, Jigglypuff explodes because you can catch jump pretty well with the up B, but for Sheik, I don't know, like you're not really gonna get hit by the thing, by the up B. You're just gonna wait as a Jigglypuff, and because I can float to ledge so fast, you know what I mean? I just get back to ledge, or do an up B trick. Whereas, yeah, for that matchup, it's kind of also what Jigglypuff exploits, but it's like Sheik doesn't have knee. Sheik has fair. Fair is a good move, and against some other characters, you know, Sheik's really able to kill, but against Jigglypuff, it's just tough. Even though it is Jigglypuff, you know, comparatively for Jigglypuff. But up next, let's get the proverbial lame off the screen. If you like hyper characters, we're gonna get a Falcon Ditto here between Douglas.J.Gov and Bunco. Both players, I think, just agreeing to starting Battlefield. As, yeah, we're going into game one here. Bunco versus Douglas.J.Gov. Douglas.J.Gov going to get the first opening of the game, but even so far. Douglas.J.Gov, definitely a player known to kind of warm up to a set. Not going to wow you off the bat by capitalizing on mistakes. So you do want to get the lead on Douglas because right after Douglas downloads, it's a fiber optic experience with him. Emphasis on the fire right now because he's playing on fire. 27% on that first stock. Bunco readjusting here. Ooh, what a knee. Double knee. But doesn't get any sort of kill there. Falcon missing the grab there. If there's one thing Bunco's doing well is finally finding the way to hit that gentleman. Otherwise, Douglas.J.Gov right now is dominating this match. Oh, the platform movement too. But finally gets that double jump back air for the kill, and just gonna secure it there with the jump off, thinking that Douglas might have been going for not going for ledge, but unfortunately for Douglas, first stock is lost in this match. But Douglas, I don't think he cares too much because right now he is keeping on the pressure. But Bunco finally getting some sort of combo, but hit at a weird angle with that up air. And Douglas.J.Gov most likely going to take, no, does not take the stock. Fortunately. Oh. Yeah, that could have been an up air there. But gets the smooth gentleman in the knee. But yeah, Bunco gonna get killed right after. Douglas being like, okay, you're not gonna show off like that on me. I'm the better Falcon, I'm about to prove it. Yeah, and then tough SD to boot. Yeah, rough one there for Bunco, but nonetheless, Douglas ready for the next game. Alright, gets the double jab, opens up, knee. That SD there for Douglas, unfortunate, but yeah, gonna just clean it up with 2 knees. Right as I say that, it's just we're playing Brawl now. It's a 3-stock game. But anyway, gets the triple. I like these gentleman situations that both players are creating. It's very interesting because sometimes like Falcon dittos can be like just like flying out like aerial heavy, like right now, or it'll be like grab heavy, it'll be like a tech chase showcase. But it's very rare that you see like 2 Falcons like that just like box like this. This is like seeing 2 players play Nun, or like Nun and a clone of Nun. You know what I mean? Play the ditto. It's very Nun-esque. But right now, Douglas actually at a deficit right now. Pokemon. I think one thing Bunco's done well is just escaped whenever Douglas is threatening with aerials and then getting into like either close or long range situation. Oh, that was so smart. That was so smart. Okay, now Douglas down to final stock of this game here. Bunco is just like that. Bring it back. Oh, ooh. Bunco playing spicy all of a sudden. What kind of lever? Oh my god. Oh, he thought about it though. He thought about the knee. Oh, he's gonna get punished for that. Oh, but this is the soft knee. Oh, that's it. That's it. And just like that, Bunco is even. Game 2. And yeah, we're going to at least a 4-game set, which I am happy about. I don't know about you, chat. But yeah, just like that, Bunco took it, man. All right. Douglas doing the famous, I'm only going to go random except one stage idea. So gets Dreamland. Nice little shield drops there. But Bunco really opening him up with the strong knees there. And it was too much for Douglas to handle. So now Bunco is up a stock. Yeah, totally turning it around. Right now, Bunco's up in the set, not Douglas. And oh, this is I just checked. This is a losers quarters match. I need to check out who knocked out Douglas. Hold on. Yo, Eve, who knocked Douglas? Okay, so Seabass beat Douglas.J.Gov, which is, if it was off stream, that explains it. But yeah, Bunco trying to eliminate Douglas. Douglas, the winner of a couple Xanadus recently. I don't remember if he won last week's Xanadu. That's how bad my memory is. Even that commentated the damn set that I forgot. But oh, strong knee there. Now Douglas back up. Not gonna matter for Douglas. I don't think Douglas is gonna care about being down in the set from where dominant game 1 went. But this is crucial for Bunco. Bunco has to take this back because definitely Bunco does better with space. The ability to avoid Douglas's aerials, but now Douglas has opened him up. So you want to win on this stage, just so that you're not counterpicked by Douglas in the game 5. But it looks like if Bunco even has a game 5 path, he's gonna have to let Douglas counterpick. But before that can happen, Douglas is going to try to shut down Bunco here in this game 4. Bunco going to Final Destination. And there for the tech chases to open things up. Ooh, like a little crouch cancel game there. Douglas. Just a double jab. Oh, what a combo there. Gets up aired, but yeah, not going to close it. Douglas playing a bit conservative. I think that or just missing inputs. Probably just missing inputs. But yeah, finally gets the knee there, gets the first stock. We have the crouch canceled side B. Nothing coming out of that tech chase read. But yeah, good job there to, yeah, gentlemen the crouch cancels. Yeah, both players playing very, very boxing style heavy game. It's interesting to see. It's the back air. Oh, doesn't get the knee there though. Read the forward DI. Tech chase. But yeah, reads the close there. Oh, nice little crouch cancel there. Bunco. And nice presence of mind there too with the dash attack to not move off the stage, because that move can push you off if you're not careful. And I say that fully from experience. But anyway, Douglas gonna get the knee here, and now Bunco down to the final stock of what seemed like it would have been an even set. But Douglas.J.Gov just able to run away with it, like he usually does with his trademark lethal adaptation.
Damn.
Yeah, Douglas gonna take
That's
it. Yeah.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Louise. I'm back. Bunco went on a run today.
Yeah. Bunco
beat Symphony, me, and Sampy.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
nice performance. Pretty top-heavy Xanadu today.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You got like 10 or so people that are like no stranger to top 8. And then,
Yeah. No, I literally was like, last week I didn't enter.
Yeah.
And then last week wasn't it like the opposite?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, okay, I'll enter. Maybe we'll finally get one of those brackets.
Nope,
And then
never.
I'm like, damn.
That's funny, though.
I could have just commentated all these sets.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm having fun doing it
We
now.
got winners
regardless.
finals.
Winners finals. Eve versus Seabass.
Maryland versus Virginia.
Yeah.
And these two have a storied history. Not sure exactly what their record is. I can pull it up right now. But Seabass is pretty good, as we know, just in general. He's been victorious here many times, but Eve has been victorious here, arguably even more. And I would bet some money on it that Eve is probably up on Seabass lifetime. As we get the stats here. Are they just going right into it, or? Yep.
Yeah, they're going straight
No
into
hand
it.
warmer.
Well, they're just back air battling. That's
Yep.
what these two do. Eve beating Ryan to get to this point, and Seabass actually beating Douglas.J.Gov. Finally happening. I wasn't in the venue though, so was that off stream or was that on stream?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'll check the VODs later. You at home, ladies and gentlemen, will know if you've seen it. If you're sticking around that long, in which case we thank you, and we really appreciate your viewership. Getting back into the match. Turn around there. Yeah, Eve doing a really good job on just like turning around with jumps. Just like, yeah, just that little dash to put herself in position all the time. Makes a difference and really opens up Jigglypuff horizontally, which is what Eve does, which pretty effective as a counter to Seabass's playstyle of also moving around the map. But right now, ooh, doesn't get the up B. Gets the up smash, doesn't get the up smash, gets the down throw. Jigglypuff clawing back to center stage, and finally gets there. Gets the up air here. Tech chase situation. Get back on the stage.
All right, so my phone is being super slow, but Eve is actually up 3-2 on Seabass in sets. So it's very close.
Yeah, this would be the true decider.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this match, it can be very hard for Luigi if Puff plays really conservatively, because if she kind of corners Luigi and lets him go on the platforms, he's not the greatest when he's falling off stuff. His vertical mobility and his air game isn't as great as his ground game.
Yeah.
So Eve is picking really difficult positioning for Luigi to deal with.
Yeah, I think one thing Seabass could do is, start reaching up on those platforms. Like, try to maintain height advantage. Like, maybe, like, you know, in most matchups you want to be above or you want to be under a character, but right now you might actually want to be above to throw out that down air, especially in higher percentage situations.
Seabass escaping really well to make sure his shield didn't take any more damage.
Yeah.
But Eve is relentless. Thank God she didn't go for rest.
Yep.
She just wants to close it out clean.
Oh, what a grab there.
Seabass is the recovery master, I just have to say.
Yeah.
He has so many different ways to make it back to stage.
Yeah. Ooh. Movement right now. That sucks. I really wanted to see Seabass get a hit there. No lie, because like the movement was ridiculous. But instead we see Eve just kind of power through everything because Jigglypuff's aerials being so good.
Seabass almost arguably like overcomplicating it, you know.
Exactly, yeah. Jigglypuff's a character where you kind of have to. That's why Fox is so good, is because it forces Fox players to oversimplify. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then realize that their character like has broken stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and create mix-ups off that.
Yeah,
off the bread and butter.
Exactly. It's like, wait, up throw, up air, wait, up smash is broken. You know, it's the sort of thing where like as melee players, we like accept Fox. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, Fox, and it's because like we can beat Fox pretty well, but like. If you think of like an Ultimate player's perspective, knows nothing about melee, and they come in, they're like, what the heck? Up smash broken? What?
Yeah.
Up throw, up air?
Yeah.
What? He kills at that? That's so ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he has all that stuff, and Jigglypuff makes Fox pull out that stuff. You know what I mean? But I don't think Luigi really has anything like that. Like what's broken about Luigi is movement.
Yeah, and Luigi can get places that no one can get
Exactly.
in the speed. But the thing about Jigglypuff, though, is she is, I like to say, a good nickel and dime character.
Yeah.
She is so good at sitting in a comfortable space and getting 2, maybe 3 aerials together, even 1 to just force people to reposition.
Yep.
And even though it doesn't happen immediately, like with a character like Fox or Falco or Marth or whatever, it still is really jarring to play against if you don't have the best immediate responses in your toolkit. And Luigi's a character that I think is probably very limited in this matchup.
Yeah. Ooh.
Eve's doing a great job just spacing really patiently and constantly mixing up her aerials. Like that situation, she just did 3 aerials in a row. Seabass getting a down throw nair though, which is probably one of the few confirms we'll see that Luigi can get in this matchup.
Yeah. Luigi
That's
getting
it.
killed there with the up air, 158%. So the lead gun here for Seabass. Seabass, gets the grab there.
He's playing a little scared and shield there, but Seabass not capitalizing that much.
Yep. 22% right now. 32 now. Ooh. Against the back air there too on the wake up.
No rest.
No rest. Doesn't want to risk it right now. Eve's kind of sitting pretty right now.
Oh yeah, if you're on stadium and you miss a rest, Luigi can just get on the platform and finish it off.
Yep.
Ooh.
They're just kind of nickel and diming each other.
Yep.
Eve.
Real patient neutral right now.
Yeah. I like that nair from Eve. That was really smooth. The nairs right now from both players.
Luigi nairing out of the nair.
Yeah. Coming in so clutch.
Okay, nice forward smash.
Good forward smash there.
Very risky up smash there. Puff has a
Yeah.
lot of time to choose whether or not she wants to go in there.
No, Eve is the F smash master, I've noticed.
For sure.
Always able to do it kind of almost like a Falcon side B, where like Falcons that like know the right situation to use that can really take advantage of it. She uses like forward smash in that same way, where she's like, only if you're coming into me, so I can extend it out.
That's it.
But yeah.
Down smash, doing the job.
Speaking of smash attacks here, that has evened us up in stock count right now.
Keeping it close, but again, in a less explosive matchup, the percent's going to matter largely.
Yeah. Yeah, 86% right now. 96%.
You're getting a huge lead right now.
Yeah.
Nice recovery, though.
Yeah. Smart to hit with the side B because also you get extra damage there. Yeah, Seabass not able to move in and out on Eve, and now Eve one stock away from taking this game.
That was a really awkward position for her to down air from, so it was impressive that she was still able to get the out cancel and confirm that.
Yeah, for sure.
Seabass, though, never one to give up.
Nope. So yeah, 80% here on the Jigglypuff. Make the most of it. Eve just throwing out less aerials right now. Just trying to make sure to not get countered by that nair. Of course, not actual counter.
Ooh, oh my god.
Misfire, clutch misfire. Finally showing up in this set. So we have a down air here. Not going to kill, but going to give Luigi good position.
One more hit could kill Jigglypuff here.
Yep.
Luigi's in the same boat.
Oh, the ceiling glitch!
Invisible ceiling.
We got the ceiling glitch. Oh my god. How rare is that? Like on a Jigglypuff?
With Luigi, it
matchup?
happens quite often, apparently.
Yeah.
That's it. Damn.
Yep.
Eve is just like drive-bying him, you know, with these down airs.
Yep.
That's a super nasty confirm.
Yeah.
Eve's up 2-0.
Come on, Stadium. Going back here.
Okay.
Both characters opening each other up. But
21
so far,
to-
I like the pace for Seabass of this game. More than the last few games. Even though he's down right now. Oh.
Have we seen a rest?
I don't even think so. He's just kind of dominating with aerials.
Oh, yeah. Up air's especially hard for Luigi to win against. Back air, too. That's it. He still had like a fraction of a chance of living. That's
Fraction of
freaking
a
crazy.
chance, yeah.
I can't believe that there's even a possibility that he was dead
Yep.
there, you know?
Oh.
Ooh. Nice nair. Getting right out of that.
Oh.
The karate chop. Really just trying to maximize this lead right now and get a clean 3-0. If you're Seabass right now, you want to find some way to rattle Eve and, you know, knock her down from comfortability.
Yep.
That's
Nice
it.
ledge grab there.
And she's only at 68 is the other issue.
Yeah, that's tough. That really is tough. It's going to be tough for Seabass to crawl back in. Eve looking at a spot in Grand Finals and pretty getting some rest.
Yeah.
Which, especially for a character like
Wow.
Jigglypuff, can actually help you a lot.
This is a brutal lead.
Because, I mean, you don't need too much to get right back into playing her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like you need a whole hand warmers. You're not playing Fox.
Oh my God, Eve getting so many callouts right now.
Yeah.
Up 4 stocks to 1.
Yeah, Eve making this look brutal there for Seabass. Seabass probably going to be knocked down in losers by this. I don't know about you. You know,
Like, even if you don't get 4 stocked, like, that's such a huge discrepancy.
yeah, such a huge mountain for Luigi to climb. Yeah, this is rough. Just looking for the up throw. I just wanted to, almost forgot that it's Luigi, and it's just like I want to end it with up throw rest. But then it's like, oh wait, never mind. But not even gonna matter.
That's
Eve just gonna throw out aerials, and yeah.
Yeah, a clean 3 stock. That was
Gonna win it.
pretty scary.
Yeah.
Stream's gonna be
Yeah.
Douglas.J.Gov.
But yeah, we have Douglas coming up next.
Yeah.
And Lion.
And who else do we got? The winner of Ryan Treeaye.
And Treeaye.
Let's see.
Yeah. I think
Ryan does go Peach in the matchup.
Yeah.
So something to think about.
Peach Sheik. Interesting.
Looks like Ryan 3-0'd Treeaye. So it's going to be Ryan versus Douglas.J.Gov.
Ryan versus Douglas.J.Gov. Yeah.
Have you watched Ryan play much?
Ryan, not really. Is Ryan, how good is Ryan?
So Ryan is number, I believe, 2 on the Baltimore PR, right under Mr. Sun. So, and Ryan was actually above Doug on that PR. Now, Doug's recent results, I say, would probably argue pretty conclusively that Doug would be the better player, at least, you know, seeding-wise. But the thing about Ryan is that he's all over the place. When he shows up to BMS, which is the George Mason Weekly, he wins. Oftentimes, like a 50-plus person tournament, sometimes even bigger than that. And there's PR players there, and he's just like, oh, like that was pretty easy. And then he'll be jumping to the melee bracket where he might not win, but he'll be at least in like top 4, you know.
Yeah.
And dude just has a wide variety of skills. However, his Sheik is his signature character, and he's been playing it for years.
Yeah. So he opens up Douglas for the first stock. This losers semis. Doug uncharacteristically could be like 4th at this event.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible.
No,
It's just
exactly.
dawning on me,
Even though
yeah.
Doug won like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Didn't Anakin won last week?
Yeah, Anakin
Okay,
won.
that's what I was thinking. I was like recent, but then I forgot whether Douglas won last week. No, it's
Yep.
Annie.
That's it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good knee there from Douglas.
Nice
Douglas,
confirm.
not one for being down for too long. A lot of the time, like when Douglas is up against like someone like Seabass or someone like that, you'll see Douglas lose that first stock of that first game. But it really does not matter for Douglas. Like Douglas can just like come right back, as we're seeing right now. So it's all about like keeping the stock lead, being like, I'm gonna figure him out first, and then I'm gonna keep that right even the rest of the way. You know what I mean? Because Douglas has a way of just running away with things once he's gained enough intel. Oh, I love that sequence there from Douglas. Yeah, good pushback there from Ryan. Ryan gets the grab here.
Ooh, brutal. Nice escape though by Doug.
Yep.
A lot of wisdom.
to get back to stage like that. Yeah, and now Douglas got Ryan on the ropes here.
That's it.
Yeah, good job there from Ryan to grab ledge. Or
Doug.
or Doug
Yeah.
to grab.
Doug and Ryan
Oh,
are
Ryan.
two friends on Disney Channel.
Yeah. I don't know why the heck. How did I confuse Ryan? His tag is Douglas.J.Gov. Like, that's the man's.
That is very true. Ah!
Yeah. You know what it is? I'm stuck with, so something that happens with Ultimate players is like for some reason they have a bunch of players who named one thing. Like there's Falcon who's a Joker, and then there's like Joker who's a Samus player. Just like people who are like named after characters,
Yeah.
and they don't play the character, like Mewtwo King.
Yeah,
So-
that's true. Plagiarism is an issue in the Smash community.
You usually think it's the opposite. You're usually like, oh, somebody's named something. But no, Douglas.J.Gov is in fact the Falcon man. So,
Oh. Trying to keep the tech chase up.
yeah.
Gets the jab reset. See if he can get the read. Oh my god. Doug barely escaping there, but still eating a punish.
It's forward tilt.
Oh no. Doug DIing out, but kind of choosing to not recover there.
Yeah.
Doug's kind of a strange player sometimes. Sometimes Doug just kind of resigns mid-match, you know?
Yeah. And then comes back with a vengeance the next match.
Yeah.
We'll see if that's one of those vengeance matches here. As we're going F2, FD, game 2. Nice little wait there, Douglas. Just knowing the ranges of his aerials and having it pay off.
That should be a kill. There we go.
Yeah, with any other character that might have not been, but Falcon is so
Easy
dangerous
peasy.
with ledge.
It's like Falcon and like Jigglypuff, you know?
Yeah.
That's just kind of a confirm.
Yeah. Even more than Jigglypuff. Just, are you kidding me? Having me off ledge is so. It's literally the reason I play Falcon. It's just like I hate ledge trapping, so I could just do that.
Rest is crazy. Though.
Yeah.
But yeah, Falcon are arguably even more swift and versatile, you know?
Exactly. You're not gonna get the punish. You know, it's not like rest where
You have to like think about trading or
certain
whatever.
stages. Yeah, that the other player is like maybe going to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But either way, Doug playing insane, frankly. Like this is
Yeah.
a 4-stock
Yeah.
on Final Destination versus Sheik, who, mind you, sometimes takes Captain Falcon here.
Yeah. For that extra chain grab stuff. But yeah, we were talking about whether it was a game where he'd come back with a vengeance, with some revenge. This isn't. This isn't that. This is like Return to the Mac slaughter. You know what I mean?
No,
It's sort of
exactly.
like I'm so back. Like
You're
you know what I mean?
prophetic,
In
you
fact,
know?
I'm so back. In fact, we've never even been more back. That's his motto here. Gonna take the
That's it.
swift down air into
3-stock.
knee, and yeah, down air into knee is hype.
Yep.
Down air
knee.
into knee is hype. That is tradition.
Yeah.
It is hype.
It has always been hype, and
is
it always will be.
yeah, it's always.
Because it's
Yeah.
like, it's not like we're thinking like, oh, this is the craziest thing to do in the world. We just
No,
like,
it's just
when
hype.
you hit the stomp, everyone knows what comes next.
Exactly.
It's like clapping your hands to the beat, you
But
know?
it's like say the line, Bart.
yeah, no,
Exactly.
literally.
Yeah. He knows. He groans. He's like,
Yep, we
down
know.
her in the knee, and then everyone's like, yeah. That's just how it
no,
is.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a good meme.
Yep.
We do
Down.
love the Simpsons in here.
Yep. We get a fair here. A little reversal with the needles. Although one thing I'll say is Ryan definitely like doesn't feel as like J-Mook to me. Like feels a tiny bit of more like traditional.
Yeah,
Am
no,
I
for
wrong
sure.
there, or-
No, he's incredibly by the book.
Yeah. Definitely like almost like Mewtwo King-esque.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Ryan is a classic, tried and true student of the traditional Sheik.
Yeah. I like the idea to jab and then F tilt slightly back. Nifty little thing. But that roll gonna position Douglas too late. As, yeah, gets the double jab lock, doesn't get the grab, gets the up air, into the up tilt, down air. This combo, though.
Yo!
Oh, love this hexagon there. They're into the fair and the great slick recovery now. Ryan up, 3 stocks to 2. Randall coming in play, but not going to save Ryan from that up air, as it is an even game again.
Oh.
Get
Wow.
it. Get it.
Ooh, nice knee from ledge.
Yes.
Getting out of a really scary spot, but Ryan's still following it up.
Yep. Ryan able to start hitting those fairs like lower. Like it's Ryan definitely able to. Like that's one thing with confident Sheik play is when you can reach out there with that fair and not just use it out of confirm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when you know that Sheik's confident. Like there's a classic story of Korean DJ where he goes so low, like people like swear they didn't even know Sheik could go that low.
Yeah.
He would go so, like back in the day, he would go so low with fair that like people were like, we didn't even know.
Yeah, no,
Like-
exactly. Unlocking new levels.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you know a Sheik is confident, when she's reaching down there.
She can
with
hit
those fairs.
her Korean DJ forward airs.
Yeah, exactly. Nice little check chase there.
That might be it.
But yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, just like KDJ came up a bit short there.
Stomp knee, the hypest shit in the world. It's like Pickle Rick. Stomp knee is the Pickle Rick of Melee.
No, it's no. No, because Pickle Rick, there was a time where it was, it wasn't funny. You know what I mean? In between being ironically funny and like
true.
funny.
It was funny for like a week in 2017. And then
Yeah.
they started putting it on children's backpacks.
Yeah. And then it became. It's like it's weird. We live in a weird era where things are able to be ironically funny that once were funny and then became not funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's a
like
metamorphosis.
Like because for so long it was like comedy was like parody movies
Yeah.
were like just bad. You know what I mean?
Pink Guy, you are feeding into the exact part of my brain that has to talk about this. So in Baltimore, there's a house called the Casa. That's where the Baltimore Melee players train and live and hang out and stuff.
Yeah.
But we have this. There's this roommate. His name is Matt. We love Matt. However, Matt hates Melee. Matt doesn't play Melee, and he thinks Melee is stupid, and so he just refuses to play it. And he, every time anyone will say anything or post anything in the group chat related to Melee, he will just angry react every time, and he hates it. And so obviously we called Matt, a big meanie that doesn't like Melee, and he's lame. But obviously he's unwavering. He's committed. The thing he loves the most in his life is saying that he hates Melee.
Yep.
So to punish him, we decided to get into not only Family Guy, but also bad Family Guy clones. And I don't know if you've seen the worst one, but it is called Border Town.
Yeah,
and it's literally
yes.
the least funny show I have ever seen in my life. It's the most pathetic attempt at art I've ever seen in my life. And it's horrible.
Yeah.
And so what we would do is we would both steal the Roku remote and install the Roku app on our phones so that if Matt was ever being mean about Melee, we would put on Border Town and he wouldn't be able to take it off. And we drove this man fucking crazy for one summer because we kept putting on Border Town. And
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so it became, but it then become ironically funny?
Yes, it is.
It
It is so painfully funny that it feels like Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Yeah.
And I love that the most mediocre content of the 2000s and 2010s can now be viewed in this lens.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a game 5 in our hands.
Yeah, we
though.
do actually. Yeah, nothing mediocre about these players.
No, I agree.
But yeah, no,
Doug,
we have fun.
Zero to death time. That's it.
Speaking of having fun right now, Douglas.
Oh, pickle ricking, Ryan.
Having fun with his food right now.
Let's go.
Yeah. Saying those first 4 games were a play. Ryan, you better step up to the plate. This is Game 5 Doug. Yeah, Game 5 Doug right now. Coming out. He's going to get the stomp.
There we
into
go.
me.
Another 0 to death, dude.
Another 0 to death.
Doug is playing on fire, dude.
Bro, the sweat.
This is
Yeah.
this is super Doug unlocked.
Dude, I was about to say, if Doug got like some sort of kill there, I would have been like,
Oh
is he
my
gonna get it before a minute passes? Here we are.
Doug still only has like 29%. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Just,
Oh, okay,
just a
right,
commentator's
right.
curse, of course.
Yeah.
Whatever, Melee.
Okay.
There we go. All right.
Gets the grab.
This is the trick recovery. Doug
Dude, that-
convinced Ryan's gonna go on stage, but
Yeah.
we're looking at a 4-stock unless Ryan cleans it up right now.
Yeah. Ryan. Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah. Ryan furiously making sure it wasn't one of those classic Dreamland 4-stock moments. you
Still,
know?
though, Doug
Trap.
getting the 3 stocks on its counter picks, you know,
Yeah.
that's pretty spooky.
Yep. Gets the down throw here. Ooh, nice little crouch cancel there. Oh, just tricky situation there for both characters. Gets the up throw, second up throw, does not get the, yeah, they're playing sloppy now, it's weird.
That's it. Wow.
Which favors Ryan.
Yeah,
to make a
Ryan's
comeback.
actually only at 26%. So let's say that.
Yeah,
I guess I shouldn't be talking about the percent of a commentator.
yeah, but, ooh, got rolled there for some reason. 73%, yeah, Falcon.
Nice CC. Keeping the tech chase going. That's it.
Yeah, that's going to be it. And Douglas.J.Gov going to take it.
Resounding
3-2.
2-stock. Great set, though.
Yeah, back and forth set, man. I had a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah.
And we got Seabass coming up for the rematch
The
with
rematch.
Douglas.J.Gov.
Yeah.
Seabass won, I think, 3-1 in winners.
Yeah.
So,
unfortunate for Seabass is going to be like, oh my god, I beat him. I finally beat him. And then
yeah.
next
And
thing you know.
now Doug is playing amazing. So we'll see. But
Yeah.
Seabass, I mean, no slouch, of course.
No.
Just because the Eve set was a little rough doesn't mean that you can't bring it back.
Well, Eve's rough for everyone. Eve had a
Eve's
really
a-
tough set for Douglas.
It's true.
yeah. a couple
Eve,
weeks back.
so you know M Series, right? The big regional
Yeah.
we had here. Out of like 130 something entrants, Eve got 9th place.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. No, Eve was pretty ridiculous. The game.
These two though, these two play every week somewhere. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Not only because they're both very good and consistent, but also because these two are like best friends.
Yep.
They're just always gooning around, always palling, always saying they hate each other, but then actually just playing 8 hours of Melee time with one another.
Yeah.
And it's in Doug's favor. I've looked at the stats, and that's unfortunate for Seabass. However, Seabass won in winners, and it's been quite a sick little fight right now, so
Yep.
I have no idea who's going to take this.
Yeah. Right now, I'd wager my bets on Douglas because Douglas with the lead is kind of scary to go up against.
Right thing.
Yeah. Because Douglas down is already hard, but like Douglas in the lead, it's like shoot.
Yeah.
I gotta adapt it.
I got to out melee
Yeah.
Doug.
Because Doug, like, one thing, like, mental side of things, I don't think Doug gets blocks. You know what I mean? There's no, like, area where it's like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't, like, his mind is very clear. And he knows, like, oh, if you're doing a certain strategy, it's not like you're going to trick him. You know what I mean? So he just adapts really quick.
Doug knows so much about the macro game. with
Exactly.
Captain Falcon.
Yeah. Which takes some precision sometimes.
Oh yeah, Doug's
Like-
nairs are the best in MDVA. I just have to say.
For sure.
Being a Falco player that fights against Falcon regularly is decent in the matchup. Doug's nairs are incredibly hard to beat.
Yep.
You have to back air almost immediately, which is not the best position to be in, period, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's because of the superior. Let's say superior. Superior.
Suspiria.
Spacing, yeah. Suspiria.
It's a good movie. Have you seen it?
What? Suspiria?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's like a German horror movie from like the 70s. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool.
It's about ballet.
Yeah.
But either way, Doug, pretty nice lead right now. Let's see if Seabass can clean it up.
Although it's funny you say like, do you know it? It's like, I mean, I think the default for like a 70s movie would be like 70s.
I don't know.
Is it like a cult classic?
Yeah.
I guess I'm just not horror.
It's
versed
not
in
like
horror.
I mean, it's not like super well known, but they did like remake it a couple years ago. So
Yeah.
it's not like out of the pop culture.
Was the
lens.
remake bad?
I think it was worse. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's okay though. You know what's not worse than the original Suspiria?
What?
Melee.
Melee?
Melee is amazing.
Melee's a different genre, but
It is.
Melee is cool. I do know that.
Melee is cool.
And Captain Falcon is cool.
Captain Falcon's super cool, and Doug is cool.
Yeah.
Look at those cool patches. Look at Doug's cool jacket.
Yeah. And his cool demeanor, which
Doug
Seabass is gonna have too, as Douglas takes his first game.
Oh god. Oh god, Sebastian, get out of there.
Seabass choosing to go to this stage, immediately going to get punished for it there. That combo. Douglas just able to open up more than any other stage with those aerials. So Seabass is really, just gonna have to juggle him, take advantage and not let go of it. As Seabass able to take his stock, evens up the stock count here. 3 stocks now, we're just playing Brawl. But ain't nothing Brawl about this combo game going on right now.
Very Brawl combo game from
Or kinda, actually. They're getting straight hits. Yeah, actually. Maybe. Okay. There were 2 hits in there, not Brawl.
Oh! Ah!
So,
Great recovery.
water recovery.
Nice escape too, keeping it going.
Ooh. You gonna get a stock
That's
off
it?
it? Yeah, gets a stock off it. What a reversal there from
Please.
Seabass, taking the lead back. This game. 2.
Nice
Speaking of
knee.
taking the lead back, Douglas.J.Gov evens it up, 2 stocks apiece.
They're going at it.
Yep. Nice little movement there.
This is an incredibly back and forth game right now.
Incredibly back and forth. So the
Seabass getting a
upper.
clean opening.
Yeah.
Trying to get the first lead of the set.
Yep.
And he does.
Seabass cleaning up right now, 16% on that second stock. Play more aggressive, honestly. That's what's helped. Is can't adapt to my boots in your face, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sort of mentality is really paying off for him. He gets a fair and put a kill there. Seabass back in it. Yeah.
Doug kind of wincing a little bit.
Yep.
A little shook at the rise of Seabass.
Yeah, as Douglas going to strike. Oh, just turn FD on in the random counter pick. And gets Pokemon here. It's game 3. We're going to Pokemon Stadium. Why do you think specifically Douglas went here?
So Seabass is pretty decent on Stadium, I will say. However, Falcon loves Stadium. This is sometimes considered Falcon's best stage.
Yeah.
Because it's so simple. He doesn't have to worry about any shenanigans, especially if it's unfrozen.
Yeah.
His combos are just so linear. There's not that many places for Seabass to go. The places where he can go, Doug's gonna outspace him aerially.
Yeah.
However, Seabass waking up. That's it.
That's it.
Probably misinputting there.
Yep.
Brutal neutral right now. Nice snare out of there. You have to almost do like the plep thing where you down throw aerial and then immediately hold shield, to get ready for the escape.
Get ready for the escape.
It's probably so ambiguous to know what's true and what's not in this matchup,
Yep. But Luigi up 3 stocks at 2 right now. Gets up aired, back aired. He's going back to stage. Getting the jabs into down smashes, but getting out of that trade. But rare gentleman miss? Rare gentleman miss into a couple down smashes. More down smash. We just got a fever, and the only prescription is more down smash. But anyway, Luigi trying to survive, staying alive.
For Walker.
Yeah. As we beats him by getting up on the stage. But Holly's back at the stage.
Did you know Christopher Walken modeled his haircut after Elvis?
He did?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That was his idol when he was like a teenager. So
Yeah.
apparently he's never changed his haircut, even though his hair now is thin and white.
Yeah, rough for Doug. And no, we will not do an impression.
I thought you were already doing one.
No, was I?
Like 10 seconds ago.
10 seconds? No, that was,
Bob Dylan.
no, I wasn't in an impression. I was just using words related to songs.
I see.
Yeah.
Either way, last stock for Doug, kind of taking away Seabass's lead.
Yeah. Just, descriptive. Sometimes you want to describe things differently.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll get more traditional here as some nice back airs from Seabass.
Very triangular polygon by Douglas.J.Gov. Doug has committed suicide.
He has committed suicide.
Like the late,
and there is a -1 stock penalty for that.
Like the late Bud Dwyer. This
Yes.
is an American tragedy. And I don't know what we're going to be doing on FD.
We are going to Final Destination right now as the up throw into a couple down smashes hit by the C-stick.
Final Doug's Destination. And
Yeah,
Doug
Final
is
Doug's
now killed himself.
Yep. And Seabass in the lead right now.
There we go.
Yeah.
Trying to get a confirm out of it. Seabass is a good DI though.
Yeah, Seabass 3 stocks away from double eliminating Douglas.J.Gov. This is gonna happen.
No!
With SDs like that, it definitely could.
Yeah. It's crazy. They're head-to-head.
Oh, you wanted it.
It's in Doug's favor, but Seabass potentially doing some good work in that department tonight.
Yeah.
That could be it. Wow.
Finally gonna get
I think Doug might kill himself. Okay. No.
Yeah, I might like get a knee and then do the mango. I call it the mango.
Yeah.
Everything's the mango, but I think it's the mango when you kill your opponent and you immediately
Yeah, let him have the
SD.
freestyle. Yeah, he did that versus Chudat. He's done versus like Zane before.
Yeah. Nope. Still fighting Douglas. We love to see it. We love to see it. Love to see it.
Ooh.
Get a nice combo there, 3%. Oh, not done here.
Oh!
Smooth.
That's tight. Doug might be making the comeback of the century.
Oh, not
That's
like
it.
that. Not like this. Not like this.
Oh no! Oh god, that was brutal. Doug, probably not happy with that one, but Seabass, nice work.
Yeah.
3-1, actually both sets.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Congrats to Seabass
I
for
think-
finally double eliminating his Xanadu bracket.
yeah, I think earlier in the week, I think their record was 7-4 or something. So now it's like 7-6.
7-6. Yeah,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah. And I believe like it's been the first time in a while it's been at Xanadu.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think I've ever seen Seabass beat.
I've seen it for like a set of grand finals, but Doug usually wins here. you
Yeah.
know.
This
mean-
is usually Doug's territory.
That makes sense because if you're Seabass, you're coming out from Virginia. It's like an hour plus
Yeah.
drive. So,
yeah,
and he's the
sure.
one that drives, by the way. So
Yeah.
obviously.
I can tell you, driving. I did a lot of driving today. My hands, like, when I started warming up, I'm like, why are my hands like not? It's almost like a workout sometimes for your
Yeah.
hands as well, and you don't notice it. It's like a long-term workout, so sometimes it can affect your play. Not like it's John. It's a John. but
Everything's
still.
a John. I
Yeah.
feel that.
Yeah, but there's some Johns that are more like on the tier list. You have I didn't get enough sleep.
Yeah.
That's
big
a
one.
legitimate John.
Not eating.
It's a mental game, not eating.
That's also a good John.
And then
Didn't get to warm up.
didn't get a warm up.
I think that's a good John.
That's below. And then below that is I had to drive.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, my hands are too cold.
Yeah.
I didn't shower. Oh, I didn't.
I ate too much
I
before
ate too much
bracket.
food before bracket.
I've
I
heard
got
that
too
one
much
before.
sleep.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say what I was thinking.
Yeah, I did shower.
Yes, exactly.
It's even lower.
The
Some
melee-
guy who is showing up to a melee tournament for the first time
Yes.
is like, I showered. I'm gonna beat all these fools. Can you imagine, like, just like
Showering just busts you.
No. Some guy was just like, oh, like, imagine like how well I could do since I showered, and then it's like, oh yeah, that's just a meme.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's
He
true.
like
it's
thought
true.
it was like legitimately like a.
Yeah, and someone like
Yeah.
Absent Page will
Yeah.
probably still destroy you despite smelling horrific. But
Damn, I didn't know we roasted people like that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, these
Not even.
two players are gonna be roasting each other in grand finals right now, going into game 1. Yeah, that's gonna be one for the VODs, huh? Yeah, that's gonna be
Oh,
one
yeah,
for the
I'm
VODs.
gonna get clipped.
Clip. Yeah, this some clippy gameplay going on right now. With just a continuation of that winners final set, just chip damage back and forth.
Ooh, that's it.
Yeah.
Nope. Eating my words.
Yep.
Constantly contradicted by the gameplay, both because I'm an amateur and because Melee is so beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna say commentator's curse.
True. Well,
Yeah. That's usually
There we
what
go.
it is. Yeah. It's commentator's curse. If you believe in the curses, it's commentator's curse. But
I feel like commentator's curse is at least partially related to us commentators being out of bracket earlier and
Yeah.
them not, and us maybe just not understanding.
understanding like where the game's gonna go. Yeah.
No, exactly. But you know, I love commentator's curse though, because
Yeah. Keeps things interesting. It
does.
I'm sure it keeps. It definitely keeps me interested.
Oh.
I'm sure of it that it keeps me interested because I'm like, oh, did he jinx him? Did he jinx him? I want to see.
yeah.
I want to see.
True.
It creates suspense.
Oh, and another thing too is that so I'm on the PR panel
Yeah.
coming up, and been looking at some of the head-to-heads, and Eve I think is actually down 1 versus Seabass
Really?
this season. And now they're 1-1 of course because Eve did win earlier tonight. But
Yeah.
this one's gonna be a deciding set for
For PR.
probably not. All right, not gonna venture into that territory, you know. But
Yeah.
like, oh, that's it. But you know, being up 2-1 on someone versus 0-1, you know, for
Yeah.
the season is a big deal.
It is a
But-
big deal.
But
yeah.
best case scenario for Seabass is that he could turn that into a 3-1, you know, head-to-head league tonight. if he
Doing
were-
head-to-head.
if he were
Yeah.
to win both sets of grand finals.
Yeah. So this there's a lot on the line here for this grand finals.
Yeah,
So both players are gonna try to give it their all.
yeah. Eve, however, with a nice lead,
Oh.
escaping a really scary spot in the corner.
Yep.
Ooh. Nice recovery.
Get back to stage here. Eve takes center stage now. But
Yeah.
gets down smash by Seabass.
Seabass trying to kill him.
Seabass 84% on that last stock. Just trying to use every bit of the moveset to just escape and not get hit. But gonna get hit by a brutal F smash here. Not gonna die here unless the recovery's there, which it's not. Yeah. Yep.
2 stock.
2 stock. Seabass takes an L for game 1. Eve now up 1-0 as Seabass going to counter pick 2 Pokemon Stadium here. And right off the bat, gets up thrown. But you know, Eve, sometimes I feel like Eve wishes that she was playing a Fox player. It's like up throwing the character. It's like, I wish it was Fox. Where I could get a rest off this. But cause usually like it's the opposite with like Fox players. They're just like, oh, I don't want to see Jigglypuff. But even though the matchup's like or like Fox favorites, right?
Yeah.
It always results in even games, but like, I don't know, it's weird. That matchup is just weird, Fox Buff. Because it's like
two sets in a row that we are talking about Max Puff.
yeah.
But
I don't know. That's where my expertise is.
I feel you.
More than like Luigi Jigglypuff is a very foreign matchup.
Yes,
to
absolutely.
us, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how often Eddie Mexico and CPU Zero are playing.
Yeah, exactly. So we're learning this stuff on the fly, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing it live.
This is very true.
We're doing it live.
In honor of the great and honorable Bill O'Reilly.
We're doing it live.
We are doing it live.
We're doing it live on Twitch.tv. Can you imagine if that happened on like 20 years later on like Twitch TV is like a thing? People only watch Twitch TV.
Yeah, there's like a Twitch president. There's
the Twitch
fascist puppet government.
Yeah, it's all on. There's like cable news just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And then that moment happens, we'll do it live.
There's like it's like Emmanuel Goldstein in 1984, but instead of Emmanuel Goldstein, it's Ninja, and like everyone just comes together to hate Ninja for leaving.
Yeah. Speaking of, actually, do you remember when Ninja streamed Melee? Remember
that was sick.
Yeah.
He kept calling //
//
Yeah, that was so fun. He loves Mutaking apparently. Shouts to Ninja. Thanks for showing Melee to other people.
Yeah, and also he was it's funny because like I like don't want to like Ninja, but then I'm like, oh, he was a former Halo pro and he did stream Melee, and he does seem like a good. Like I'm like, wait a minute, do I kind of like Ninja?
It's like Mr. Beast giving
like
people
Mr. Beast
stuff,
too. Yeah.
Like he helped out Ludwig.
Exactly. Yeah, Ludwig. We love Ludwig. But we love our Melee players here currently with a Puff player. They're going to be down in stocks. 2-1 right now. But 146 on this stock for Luigi, so a lot to kill. Yeah, just going to go there for the option. See, I think Eve subscribes to the philosophy that I agree with, which is when your opponent's at high percent, go for the stuff that would have worked 50-60% ago.
Yeah.
Because that's the stuff they're not expecting.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And that's the most ironically funny too. It's like, you just do a kill move that would have killed 100% earlier. You know what I mean?
Siva's trying to get on the board versus Eve. That's it. Nice read.
Yep. He's gonna tie it up 1-1.
Eve going in with her favorite little nair there. Gets punished.
Yep. He's gonna take it. And Eve now having a counter pick. Takes a little break here.
Eve running away to go cry. Just kidding.
Nah, to do something off screen, which is drink water.
Which is hydrate.
Hydrate. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, Eve is probably gonna take Seabass to like Fountain, I would say. That'd make the most sense to me. Or Dreamland. Yep.
I thought that was an unopened water bottle. I was about to say, I should probably hydrate. But anyway, getting into this game 3
I'll drink it.
On Dreamland. What's up?
Yeah, I said I'll drink it.
Yeah, but I mean, someone else drank out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dehydrated. You need it. Hold on. Okay.
I don't know if Noah has any.
Okay.
So it's like Mad Max out here.
Well, yeah, we need a community.
We
didn't get water. It's our fault. You know what? It's our fault.
No, the water vending machine is not accepting cards right now. It's bullshit.
Really? Damn.
I don't know why.
Yeah. There should be kind of have more water fountains in here.
Yeah.
We need to do
get
that.
in Arizona.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Be greener. Speaking of green right now, Luigi.
Yeah.
Making work of getting back on stage here. Just content with wave dashing back too.
Yep.
As a defensive option.
Ooh. See, that's definitely adapting from the first set.
Yeah.
And insider knowledge, this matchup actually tilts the hell out of Eve.
Yeah.
She does not like this match. I think she's dead.
What a play!
I think she tried to get saved.
Yeah, what a play by Siva. Love that.
Okay.
I love just like missile sniping to even it up.
Yeah.
And rare pineapple kill, you know what I mean? Where it's like, it's not a pineapple SD, it's a pineapple kill.
Pretty high-octane gameplay.
Yeah.
By two characters, they're some of the only characters that can play down there.
Yeah, I
at that
know.
part of Dreamland.
Yeah, no, that's the fun part of floaty characters when they fight off stage.
Yeah.
I feel when they just
some,
like get
Star
into it over the
Wars
stage. Yeah.
type battle.
It's not like boxing. Yeah, it's not boxing. It's like superheroes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like, yeah. Ooh. Sometimes like a match like Falcon Marth, which is like traditionally more hype, can be more like medieval. This is more like they move around the stage, like not just the floors. You know what I mean? Where they're flying out there, just ripping it. Luigi right now just ripping it with those wave dashes. I guess back on stage. Ooh, the movement. Ah, but just getting anything out of it there. As Luigi not getting anything here. He just holding back that back air. Hold back Seabass, put him in his place, and both gonna get DBZ'd, but Seabass gonna get back on stage here. 138%. Jigglypuff gonna get that back air though.
One more hit should do it.
Yep. Oh,
That's
recovery
not it.
from Seabass. That was ridiculous.
He's absurd.
Seabass playing out of his mind right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. Those were, oh my god. He's got a fever. His fever.
The only cure is
More down
hellbent.
smash. More down smash. More down smash. That's the thing. It's more down smash.
That's what
More down
the Nintendo needs us to say that.
More down smash. More down smash.
Okay. But anyway, we've got the quota for the evening, so
Yeah.
back
More
to
down
Cal.
smash. Anyway.
Oh my god, Seabass doing the most obnoxious Luigi.
The most obnoxious Luigi. What is the most obnoxious Luigi?
Surviving with a misfire.
Surviving this misfire. Yeah. He's doing it.
That's it. Oh my god, 198 though. This sucks.
He was doing it. Yeah. Now, if I'm Seabass, just to rub it in, if I want to win the entire set, and I also don't have feelings, I just camp.
Oh, of course.
I just camp Eve and make her sad, and tell her. But they do want to be friends after the set. So as a person, I don't know if I'm camping Eve out. Here, I'm gonna just go for the kills. Just be honest. Yeah. But Eve can still win this game too. Jigglypuff, no stranger to comebacks, especially, you know, only 2 stocks down. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Especially with the lack of rest we've seen. Definitely.
Oh my god,
Eve
no! Eve tilted him.
Yeah, the tilt comes in another fashion there, as Seabass going to be up 2-1 now. On the verge of a reset.
This is
But Eve with a counterpick.
crazy.
This is crazy, like crazy. This is crazy. Yeah. It's like crazy. And now we got game 4 on Dreamland, which is not very crazy for a Puff player to take someone here. But Luigi, the amount of horizontal space there is definitely benefits Luigi. Just being able to get places so like just quick on the ground, whereas Jigglypuff's gonna telegraph that a bit more with her jumps. But nice rest there, finally coming in handy for Eve. Up 2-1 now. Or 3-1 in this. 4-3 in this time. Alright. Jeez, Louise. Louise, what do you think about how Seabass has been able to turn it around? What do you think's the key?
I mean, I think Seabass is playing particularly well. I think he just needs to keep up his game plan. Eve should be winning here. I think the reason why she kind of fell apart last game is because Seabass had a couple really nice plays and it kind of rattled her. But I think Eve knows long term that it's even okay to go down 2-1 in a set. You know.
Yeah.
Stay calm.
You still you won that winner's final set, so you're good.
There can be many momentum swings throughout the set. You know, she had the first one, and now we're approaching maybe the end of Seabass's wave.
Yep.
But obviously, game 5, if it happens, will
sound a lot here.
So, yeah, it's gonna say everything.
Yeah, what is that movement, Trig? What even was it? That's like a shield drop, but it wasn't. What was that?
Oh my god, that's it! Jesus! Using the stage spike to confirm into the back air. Seabass missing the crucial tech there, and it literally led into a kill setup. That was crazy.
Oh, and I also figured out why Seabass's animation was so weird. I think it was just like frame perfect shield drops.
Probably.
And followed with like a sticky. Yeah, Luigi's like drop is kind of
just a strange guy.
Yeah, it takes a little time. Kind of stylish. Honestly, it makes his movement just look that much more stylish. Yeah, Seabass almost makes it look like he's double jump canceling that back air, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's it. Nice, up behind a shield.
But you get what I mean with like the movement being so crisp from Seabass?
Yeah, no, I mean, Seabass's movement is amazing.
Yeah. You know what's funny? He even mixes in like the Gimmer attack from Ultimate, because you can do it in this game.
Yeah.
So he does that sometimes
That's true.
after a wave dash.
Nice. Good legend grab by Eve. Really tough to time the right option there, but edge guarding Luigi can be simple if you're confident that you can, roll at the right time.
Yeah.
They'll at the very least have invincibility, but it can be hard to time that. He has a lot of ways to catch you in between jumps, refreshing. So.
Yeah, that's correct.
Let's see how far Eve can extend this lead. Doing Seabass what he did to her. Yep. We're going to game 5.
We're going to game 5 here. That's going to decide whether Eve is going to have a positive set count, or if Seabass is going to take this into another set. We'll see here on FD, the counter pick.
FD, and this not really good for either of these characters, I feel like. But what Seabass is hoping is that Eve is able to minimize as many confirms that she can get.
Yes.
So far, so good.
Yes, so far, so good. 40% here on the Jigglypuff. 12% to around 22%. So Eve getting some straight hits in. Starting to gain some percent back. But yeah, we could be in for a long haul for this one, ladies and gentlemen. So strap in. Nice little serving on a hand platter there. Seabass. Seabass gets thrown off stage. The light shield gonna push him back to safe distance. He's just kind of using all those slides to his advantage. So slides to the F tilt. Slides in. Back air twice. Yeah, just kind of switching up the rhythms there and gonna pay off for Seabass.
Getting a really early kill. I think Eve was potentially DIing a little bit up there.
Yeah.
At the very least in. But just trying to extend this lead and take this to a set 2.
Yeah. We're seeing Seabass trying to get some sort of percent too, trying to get some money out of that stock lead. There we go.
Nice.
Gets 18%. Knock back to center stage. I think Eve could have done something there with the defensive panic option there for Seabass. But Eve not playing as left to right, I feel, as in the first set. So Seabass more able to control space, which is a big reason why Seabass is up right now in stock count. But Eve able to even it up, 66%. And as a Jigglypuff, you'd rather be at 66% than as the Luigi being at 66%. You do have rest. Both players just content to never hit each other. I lied. But just having sequences where they both don't want to get hit, but Luigi getting some sort of a advantage here. 101 to 33%. Oh yeah, going for it all and gets it there on that down smash. His fever's finally cured, and now up 3 stocks to 2. 33% here. Gets forward thrown. Oh. Gets forward thrown. Down smash going to miss. That down smash going to miss. Down smash going to miss again. Down smash going to miss again. Down smash missing again. And yeah, the temperature, speaking of fevers right now, the temperature's turned up on this game right now.
Oh my god.
132%. Oh.
Ooh, Siva's getting something out of it.
Yeah, the
Nice recovery.
spiciest of recoveries there.
That misfire, saving the day.
Yeah. Oh,
Another one.
misfire.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Another one. It's working.
It's not going to be it either.
Oh, I thought we were going to see another one, but
all right. 50% lead.
Yep, 50% lead here for Jigglypuff.
Staring at set 2.
For Seabass. Seabass.
Shouts to Quote at home who wanted a shout out.
Yeah. Shout out.
Either way, it's super close. Seabass getting the lead.
Seabass one stock away from setting this into a
trying to get a rest, but Seabass nearing out of it.
Yeah.
Luigi's crazy.
A few more percents, and then it's not going to want to trade with Red. Oh,
that's it.
Went for it all.
He might get a kill.
Can he get up B? Is this? It's
That's
a kill.
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna have a reset.
I thought maybe he could have lived. That was a risky gamble.
Yeah, risky
Seabass
gamble
taking
there.
it game 5.
Yeah.
All right. So now, this is going to be a crucial moment.
Yeah. One thing.
Will Eve tie up their head-to-head 2-2, or will Seabass take the lead, or continue the lead?
Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah. One thing I discounted about Luigi is that he can up B if as a rest punish. It's one of the better rest punishes in the game. You know what I mean? It's like having Fox up smash, fully charged, or having Falcon punch.
Or like rest.
Yeah. Rest. Yeah. The best rest punish.
Exactly.
Another rest. Yeah. But anyway, getting back into this second set. Game 1 here on Battlefield. I think they elected to start the stage again. We haven't really seen much of the smaller stages very recently. How this matchup plays. It feels like it's been forever since we saw Yoshi's. You know what I mean? But yeah, what do you think about how Seabass has been able to take this to a second set?
He's adapted for sure. I mean, Eve 3-0'd him in winners finals, and the final game was like a 3-stock, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a little bit of slop from her. I'm seeing her missing DI in a couple spots. I'm seeing her getting hit out of confirms, and I think this match was probably extremely exhausting to play, especially going into a second set, you know?
Yes. And,
oh.
yeah, gonna get.
Damn.
Oh my god!
Absurd.
Almost got hit by that. That could have been a clip. The recoveries, though.
That's
yeah,
gonna be
back
it,
there and
probably.
Scoop it up.
Nice.
Yeah, not going to give Seabass any opportunity to get back on the stage. Eve taking the first lead of this set, too.
Just barely a lead. There we go.
Gets the kill there. Jigglypuff now adding on some extra damage here. It's 25%. It's the Nair. 34, 35, 57. Just a little movement there from Luigi. Gets faired. Gets double faired, triple faired. Almost gets wall of pain. Yeah, not getting let back on the stage. Eve being way more aggressive. But somehow Seabass gets back on the stage.
The recovery there.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I said, just kind of eating the recovery there.
Yeah, for sure. Both, like, it's like a game of cat and mouse with they're both just learning to get hit by each other more and taking the trades and trying to like mess with each other more than trying to avoid each other.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
No, exactly. Disrupt them.
Yeah. So this set is it's kind of like a like old-fashioned locomotive. You know what I mean? It takes a while to get started, but like once it starts chugging along, you know what I mean? It starts to reach some
rhythm
speed.
To it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what's happening in this set.
Well, Eve is turning it up actually. Playing at the spacing, she was getting a lot of mileage from during the first set.
Yeah. Now, I I believe if Eve wins the set, though, then that means Seabass, they have an even set count, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, they're currently 2-1 for the season in
Yeah.
Seabass's favor.
So it's already huge that Seabass won.
Yes, exactly.
Because now instead of being down, you have an opportunity to
Yeah.
tie or get ahead.
Exactly, which is, you know, part of a better scenario than being down 2-1.
Yeah, exactly. So Eve, yeah, really feeling the pressure right now.
Absolutely, and with PR just around the corner,
Yep.
I can't help it. That's also is weighing on this too, you know.
Yeah.
Neither of these players have been PR'd before, even though both of them totally should have at some point.
Should have, yeah.
Or at the very least, you know, had there been different circumstances, would have been. So
Yeah. So yeah.
I think both of these people feel there's something to prove, and they're really excited. But I think both of these players also hate losing to the other, you know.
Yeah. It's tough. For Luigi to get back here. Oh, the hits. Yeah.
Eve very smartly is kind of eating the hit, forcing Luigi to get roadblocked by her.
Yeah. And yeah, that I was trying to say the what's the Pokemon that uses Harden?
Metapod.
Metapod. I was trying to say the Metapod takes game 1 because it's another Pokemon. Jigglypuff's a Pokemon. But the words escaped me. So we will just go into this game 2, pretending that I said that. But anyway, going into this game 2, 39-21 right now. Pokemon Stadium. Why do you think we're seeing Pokemon Stadium right now? From Seabass.
I mean, Pokemon Stadium worked in the first set, you know?
Yeah.
So, rocking with it. But Eve also took 2 games in the first set. And I think Eve is looking a little more composed this second set. I think Eve did the necessary meditation and realized that, you know, there's nothing to worry about. There's a whole other set that she can work with.
Yep.
Start from the very beginning, you know?
Exactly.
Seabass had to work very hard to take this one to game 5. So, if she can stay calm, she might be able to repeat the winner's finals outcome.
Exactly. So,
Either way, though, deadly close.
yes, 61% right now. 62%. Jigglypuff. Finally getting some percent in on the Luigi stock. Just kind of going back to spacing aerials, not trying to get hit. Oh. This was the side.
See you next week.
The back air. Moves around. Both players choosing again to not scrap as much.
Yeah.
Just using all that space. You know what I mean?
Ooh, there we go. Oh no, nice DI actually.
Yeah. It's I think it's kind of satisfying to watch Luigi like wave dash across the stage when it's not like an aggressive character that makes him like. You know what I mean? Like he's just able to like.
Yeah, he's just kind of like a jolly little dude who's just, you know, just frolicking on Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah. He's giving us a little show while
He's a weird
he's-
Italian man,
Yeah.
like many people.
Yeah. Hey, so you saying I gotta kill this thing?
Hey,
Hey, so you're telling me?
Melee is a Sopranos episode.
Yeah. You say, hey, what's the matter with Luigi? You know, wave dashes all over the place. Despite being melee, you still got the best wave dash.
Oh god. Okay. So.
Hey, Thone.
Hey D.
Hey, D, why is this sleepy move do so much damage?
Hey yo, T, you ever play Super Smash Brothers Melee, T?
Yeah.
It's real popular with those, you know, people.
With the Zoomers. It's popular with the Zoomers, T. It's popular with the Millennials, T. We got both playing it.
Pretty good, T. All you
Yeah.
need is a GameCube.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's like, yo, we can get this
Adriana.
controller. Hook me up with this controller mod,
Hey, T,
It's like,
Adriana and I you and Tom want to come over and play doubles.
yeah, you know, T, I got this new box thing. It's like, the hacks though. Hey, we don't associate with hacks.
Hey, we got
With the
shipment
hacks
of
group,
stolen
yeah.
goods, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, we don't say associate with the hacks crew, despite we don't go left inside.
exactly. Well, anyway.
Despite what Uncle June says about Puff.
Hey, but either way, we got Eve up 3 stocks to 1 versus Mr. Seabass. mirroring their first set a little more.
Yeah.
However, no percent has been put upon him, and this is very important.
Yeah. So yeah, Seabass has to just buckle up and
not.
yeah, just reset mentally, and just forget about it.
Hey, just forget about it.
Forget about it. Yeah, just gotta forget about it. 58% here. Right now, still sitting at a good percent, minus a wall of pain.
Yes.
To try and come back, but yeah, those
89 though. This is not fun.
Yeah, now it's not fun, and yeah, bad situation there. Fireballs for some reason too.
JV3, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
Saving his jump, actually. The recovery master, as I always say. That's the invisible ceiling once again. Ah,
2 times in 1 night.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna get
One
back.
more aerial will do it.
Oh, nice tank there.
163%. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
Eve closing it out. Nice 2-stock.
Eve, yeah.
Seabass will now
We'll
have
get
to
one.
reverse 3-0 if he wants to win.
Yep. Otherwise, we'll have a Eve set count between these two as we go into the game 3 here on Yoshi's Story. First time we've seen Yoshi's Story in a while, I feel like. But yeah, definitely gonna see some boxing over on this stage. I think though Eve could definitely wrap it up here. It's definitely the sort of stage where we can see an early forward smash kill from Eve, which we have not seen in a little while. It's mainly just been edge guards. But speaking of edge guards, maybe Luigi will get something here? Oh. Yeah, just kind of giving a ledge there. Last moment, doesn't want to die. But sometimes playing with that, playing scared with that 4th stock can be the difference between winning and losing. You gotta come out and ball out, which is what Eve's doing right now. 59%. And that 1st stock is now just 3 stocks away from taking this grand finals. Is it back here?
Eve looking to zip this one up.
Yep. And
Crucial
get the
Seabass.
fair there, and is going to kill.
He needs to make sure Eve can't muster a big lead right now, because that is what is killing him right now, the long game.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nice edge
Kill
guard.
there, yeah.
I'm surprised that that killed, honestly.
Yep.
Ah, that almost killed. Jeez. Okay, so. I just need $10,000 to make you a star.
Where's that from?
I think you should leave. It's
I
a
think
sketch
you should.
combination.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't insulting you. Don't worry.
Okay, I thought this was gonna be a. You ever seen that one speedrunning moment where it's that guy playing Tom? I think it was Tomba 2, Tak 2 or Tomba 2. I think it's Tomba 2.
Oh.
And there was this other guy who was like just invited himself on the couch and was just like, hey, like I'm gonna do commentary and like help you out. And then he's like telling like the lamest shit, like kind of like we are, you know what I mean? Like, but like even lamer jokes, like
True.
he's telling,
Dang,
like, very, like,
that's
and the
hard
run-
to top.
and
We are
no,
pretty lame.
But
That's
the
crazy.
but the runner, it was like I would prefer it if you'd be quiet, and just like
I'd prefer
yeah,
it.
how sad I
That's
felt.
so
for
that's
that
so
man.
rude.
Nice to him.
Jeez. Why would you
I
say
mean,
that to someone?
I think it's just his speed race. Like, you know what I mean? You sometimes you're mean as like a survival
That's
instinct,
true,
like
yeah,
you know, even if it's like dude, I gotta like turn in my paper in 5 minutes. Can you shut up? Like to your roommate or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Or the Uncle Randy who keeps playing his accordion.
Yeah. But
But
yeah, I will never tell you to leave or
likewise, Pink Guy.
Yeah, for
it's
commentary.
It's an honor every week.
yeah. No, it's been fun It's nice to build a repertoire together.
See, because you're the only person that wants to do it, you know,
Yeah.
besides me. So that's the duo, you know.
Yeah, that is the duo
Two
here.
people that want to do it.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
aren't in grand finals.
Yeah, the other two people want to do it right now are at last stock right now.
Yeah, even Steve has love commentary. It's their
Yeah.
favorite
No, I
thing
meant like want to win this
No,
game.
no,
Yeah.
I know. But either way, though, this is really tight. Ooh, crazy pound, nice mix-up.
Yeah. Just back there in him, walling him out. This hit the Shy
Guy kind of screwed him over. Oh my
Really?
god.
I thought that was intentional. I thought Seabass was so big break.
I don't know, but either way, this is nerve-wracking.
Either way,
That's
Eve is going
gonna
to
be
take it.
Oh my god, Eve clutching it out.
Yep.
Great finals, honestly.
Yeah, Eve
That was
going
sick.
to take it 3-0 over Seabass.
Yeah, absolutely.
So not the 10-game thriller that we thought, but still a hard-fought 8 games there.
Yeah.
As we see, they came in even, and
They're now 2-2.
Out even. Yeah,
Yeah,
2-2.
Or they came in actually 0-1 in Seabass's favor.
0-1.
Now
Yeah.
they're 2-2.
Now they're
So,
2-2.
Yeah. But
Balance is all things should be.
congrats to Eve, winning Xanadu, doing
Yeah.
very well.
Yep.
Congrats to everyone that came out for being the recipient of a great time.
Yeah, and thanks to you, the viewers.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
You are who make it possible.
So, set of the night.
Set of the night. How about you go first?
Okay. I'm gonna go Ryan versus Doug. I thought that one was a 6 set. It was game 5. There's lots of momentum swings. We got to see like angry Doug come out. You know.
Yeah.
I thought that one was pretty exciting. How about you?
I thought that was set of the night too.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say grand finals.
Set
and then
one
I
of
was gonna be able
Grands
to say that.
was the
Yeah.
other pick, I would say.
It was good, yeah. But I feel like I had a great time
Yeah.
with the Ryan Douglas set.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, they're both great, but yeah, Ryan Doug was just super, thrilling. You know,
Yeah.
high
It's like
octane.
it reminded me of back in the day. One of my favorite matches was Nun versus Mewtwo King
at
when Nun took it.
Gommel 2016.
At Gommel 2016,
Love
yeah.
that one.
That one's a great match, yeah. Falcon Sheik is it can be boring sometimes, but a lot of the time it can be.
Both of
fun
them
to
hit
watch.
pretty nasty stuff on one another.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, you just see fares flying out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Either way, thanks for commentating, Pink.
Yeah, you too. We'll be
Catch ya.
signing off.
See you
Catch
guys
y'all
next
later.
week.